Hey everyone, it's Two Pretty D's back with you again with our Pomsetay podcast, Sussex.
Hi, and just wanted to tell you that we've actually, I haven't checked lately, but the last time I checked, we were 2,998 subscribers.
What?
So we might be two away, or if
Two away from 3,000.
if we have no way to make 3,000. But we want to thank you for that.
Yes,
so
thank
much.
you everyone for
So much.
listening and
Yes.
joining and subscribing. It's been a blessing.
Yes, and
Yes.
just before that, I think 2 weeks ago, we qualified for this new feature where we could turn it on so that you'd see a thank you button and you could donate right there on the video.
Right in the app.
Yeah, right in the app. So you don't have to go to our webpage or any place else. But
If you want to check out our website.
Yeah.
Or if you want to check out other
Right.
venues that we're on, we're also on Twitter and Instagram. Please
Yes.
make sure to check us out.
yeah, so just wanted to say thank you for getting us here, and please support our channel.
Yes.
And we have an exciting podcast for you today.
Oh my goodness, episode 27. Love, Polo, and the tea. So, let's kick it off with the love.
Yes, we're so blessed that we're supporting Harry and Meghan, and that we're here to celebrate their 4th anniversary.
4 years
Years.
of beautiful love. Oh my
Love.
gosh.
Yes, I mean, it was awesome. It was so much love on the
On the 19th. Oh my
and the
goodness. that thing-
streaming
Yes.
of the pictures. I mean, from the 19th till now, it's just
I
been
think it even
constant.
started before that.
Well, yes, it started before that. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, with Archie's
Well, kicking off with his birthday.
right, and the charity raising money for World Central Kitchen.
Yes.
And we donated during their anniversary for Meghan and Harry. So then we're gonna do it for Lily. But it's just been
Amazing.
amazing.
Yes.
We haven't been starved. I mean, it's since Invictus.
I know.
It
They've
was
been like hitting us with double whammies left and
Exactly,
right.
exactly.
And I'm telling you, the fact that it, culminated around their anniversary and just remembering that day, it was just so beautiful.
we watched. I keep saying a movie, but it's not a movie.
We watch it like a movie.
Yeah.
That's like our
fast
Cinderella
forward.
movie.
we don't know how to skip, but we fast forward past the interviews and stuff.
Yes. And get to the best sections of the wedding.
Yes.
The incoming, the entrances,
Yes.
then the actual sermon and all of those things. So some of the stuff we wanted to highlight and share. Well, first of all,
And looking at it with new eyes.
new eyes because of what we know now.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
going back. But, let's talk about all the well-wishers.
Okay.
Do you see how many people? This is just a snapshot.
Well, I don't see Pomsetay podcast.
Well, we were on there. We were one of the well-wishers. But I mean, everything from Good Morning America to GQ Germany, from Cuddles for Cancer, the Smooth Radio, Sugar, US Weekly, all of these outlets, joining in with the Sussex squad
Right.
with regards to celebrating Harry and Meghan.
Right.
And the fact that they were trending.
Under the British royal family. I'm surprised. Why weren't they just trending under Harry and Meghan? It was really weird.
Well, when she does trend though by herself, it is under her own category.
Yes.
She has her
Yes.
own.
And the Dutch.
category.
Yes, exactly.
And then to continue on, what I thought was also poignant, the veterans from Force News, they had also said a nice thing about his military career and remembrance of all of that as well. So, I mean, just all these different outlets. I mean, even, some local 12, there's a local TV station, y'all, here in the
Dallas.
U.S. that put up a celebration. And then Yorkshire, there was a little place in North Yorkshire that also put out a tweet, this organization. So, yes. They are loved.
They are global.
They are global. So, how do we start off with just the remembrance of that day?
I mean, it was awesome. I mean, the ride to the
Let's talk about the
ceremony
weather
from-
that day.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if people remember what we did go,
Right.
and the weather.
Was beautiful.
Oh, my gosh.
We thought it would be cold and rainy.
Exactly.
England.
Yeah.
No.
It was a gorgeous
beautiful.
day. It was warm. And it was the right amount of, I forget what the
Sun.
Celsius.
The
it was
right,
Yeah.
great weather.
Yes.
Not too hot, not too cool. I mean,
all you
could
need is a light jacket.
even if it was in the air. A nice glass of wine, some mimosas.
Or some champagne.
It was just awesome.
And it was blue sky.
Right.
There wasn't a cloud in the sky.
Right. The atmosphere in London, though, was a little different than the atmosphere in Windsor. The atmosphere in London was kind of muted, cold.
Yeah.
We kept asking people at the hotel, "Oh, are you so excited for the wedding?" And they were like, "What wedding?" It's like, "You bastard." And then we looked at them really weird, and they came back like, "Oh, it's because it's not happening in London, or else you'd see more people celebrating." I was like,
We took the note from that, but
Yeah.
but
it
we're
was
glad.
just too many. Right?
Oh no, it was like night and day going to Windsor.
Except for the people who were there for the wedding, like us, who weren't invited but just invited themselves. Exactly. Except for them, then we were all, excited. Those people, and we were all going to all of the different sites, visiting and looking at the Stonehenge and all these different places, just to kill time.
That's a good ball.
Until the actual day.
Yes.
But Megan looked absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Everything jived. I mean, her dress, the two twin boys escorting her in.
And his face.
Exactly.
Priceless.
Right.
Yes.
So the bride was absolutely beautiful. And let us just remind you, you probably all know that walking in that iconic moment by herself,
Yes.
that picture of the lighting that they got in the church, it looked like a very ethereal.
Yes.
And the beautiful song after her special trumpets, they arranged for her. Walking in under that music, it was just awesome. So
I know I could have sworn some Disney birds were flying around.
or some producers were taking notes. They haven't even tried yet. And the groom.
Ooh, honey. The groom?
Yes.
Can we talk about Prince Harry at that
Prince
day?
Harry has swagger.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, first of all, we didn't know what he was going to wear. There was all this talk about the dress, and then also, is he going to wear his military uniform or not? Or is he gonna
We
wear
actually saw it in a store
we saw it in
London.
in one of the
what he was going
shops,
to
the
wear,
tailored.
and we knew it was navy blue, but it read black.
Right,
Yes,
and it was handsome.
but it was just a swagger.
Oh my God!
I'm
yes.
sorry. He was just,
and the way he rolled in.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he rolled in and he was like, "Yeah, that's the best brother." Go ahead. So the
just him
groom, he was
waving at
just
everybody.
happy.
Yes.
We were
happy for
We
him.
were happy for him,
Yes.
absolutely. And the best time of the wedding for us, was Reverend Curry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bishop Michael Curry
Yes.
gave a sermon. I don't think people were prepared for.
I think Harry and Meghan were ready for it.
Oh, they've
because
been ready.
They were being messed with before the wedding.
Yes.
That's when they made her cry. They were torturing them before the wedding. You sure you want to marry her? Just live with her. All the vipers.
Yes.
Were coming
Just
at them.
keep her as your mistress kind of
Exactly. Like I'm going to do with my wife. My wife is going to be my mistress.
Right. But
All that kind of stuff. And they were like, and I think that's why they wanted a private ceremony.
yes.
By themselves.
To have that moment.
Because if this big one didn't go down, they were like, well, we married.
We were married anyway. So, yeah.
you all deal with it.
Yeah.
And we don't care what you had to do.
So he kicks it off with the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, and I quote, "We must discover the power of love, the redemptive power of love. And when we do that, we will make of this old world a new world. Love is the only way."
Now, why did he say redemptive? Because he was redeeming. He was saying in his mind that Harry and Meghan was redeeming the royal family for their sins.
Yes.
Because Harry and Meghan, the fact that she was biracial and he was Caucasian, that here are the colonizers, a colonizer marrying someone who they colonized her relatives.
Exactly.
Her ancestors. So this is the redemptive power of love. And they were not liking it.
Well, and then, he talks furthermore about the true power, and he's talking about some real power, because love is powerful.
Yeah.
And, power to change the world. But this was the part of his sermon where some heads kind of went, "If you don't believe me, well, there are some old slaves in America's antebellum South who explained the dynamic power of love and why it has the power to transform.
And that's why he said that. That's why he used that word, old slaves, because he was telling them, we know about you.
Exactly.
We know who you are.
Yes, they explained
You
it
devils.
this way. They sang a spiritual, and even in the midst of their captivity.
Yes.
It's the one that says there's a balm in Gilead, a healing balm.
Right. So he said,
Yes.
you have an opportunity here. This is the healing balm.
Yes.
Harry and Meghan is the healing balm for you all.
Yes.
So you know what you could do, right? But it's to now that we know what we know. It's like,
Yep.
oh, you could go ahead. You wanted to say?
Well, no. It's like, well, love is not selfish. It's unselfish. And, focusing around those peeps is of
Right.
it. And like you said, the redemption.
Right. But knowing that what we know, the whole royal family side, there were two sides.
Yes.
The side with Doria and all of Meghan's friends, the family she created for herself.
Correct.
And then you had all of
And it's
the
not that she
royal...
created, that's her real family. Family doesn't involve
Yeah, it's on that side. And
Yeah.
then on the right side, it's all the royal family. And we knew they all had their own agendas.
Yes.
Each and every one of them. Even that spice, freaky-eyed piece PA. Like his head is always there, peeking, looking. It's just like, now knowing that he's pedo, I had to pay money to get out of a civil suit. And it's like for possible crimes.
I know. And then trying to sneak himself into some jubblies.
Yes, he needs to come to United States. But anyway,
Yes.
I digress.
But when love is the only way, there's plenty of room for all of God's children. Because when love is the way, we actually treat each other like we're actually family.
Yeah, and
He
they were not.
said that.
He said that.
He called him out.
He called him. It's like he knew.
Oh, he knew.
They were not treating Meghan like family.
No, and I'm telling you, he was dropping some truths, and I heard some in the
Yeah.
back. And then he was like, all right, with this, we'll sit down and we'll get y'all married.
Right. And I think that he was doing an old-fashioned sermon, right? And so we
He
were
was
all
keeping
accustomed to that.
Yes.
But they were like, okay,
They weren't
they
accustomed.
were living.
Yes.
They all started mumbling amongst each other. You see Mumbleton and
Salami head.
Salami
well,
head
I
and
shouldn't even say that, but you know what
the
I mean.
nonce
The
with
head
his-
looked like some,
It did.
deli meats.
Yeah, the nonce with his spectacles. He can't read crap. And then you had all looking and talking like, how dare he? How is this black man in this church talking about slavery in front of us? How
Exactly.
dare he not respect us?
Yes,
the decence. I know he was incandescent.
Yes.
And then, but before that, he was checking out Meghan. I saw that, but I ain't saying nothing.
I know you
I was
was
like,
saying
boy,
nothing.
keep your eyes straight. Just keep your eyes straight. Somebody's gonna hit you on the head.
Harry's gonna smack you on your
Exactly. But they were living, and then you have to look at Sarah.
Yes.
Yeah, she
Yes.
was
Yes.
acting up. She was pregnant, but she decided, yeah, I'm gonna put on my bitch face and try to be, like
She did a Karen.
Yeah, she tried to say, well, it's because she's pregnant. They say it's because she's pregnant and it was going long. She wanted to hurry up. No, she was mad. She was livid about the sermon. It wasn't that it was going too long.
Look, he was dropping some knowledge and some
Yeah.
gems on them, and they were just
Exactly. So her and Broken Nose needed to just chill the heck out. That's all. That's what we had to deal with.
So the bride and groom, just the setting.
Yes,
The setting was so beautiful.
it was beautiful.
I mean-
because of just the two of them. Really
The
good.
two of them. I mean, did you see the glow?
Yeah,
When you got that glow.
yeah. You do. You don't need anything else.
And then when we found out the extra pictures they shared
Afterwards,
afterwards.
the black and white was it all?
Yes. And where they were signing the
Yes.
the registry in the back with the
I think that's
Archbishop.
when Meghan found out what her titles was.
I
gonna
know it was.
be. Exactly. And also that she was going to be a princess.
I know. And I know her mom was just like, oh my God, look at my baby girl. My baby girl. My flower.
Yes.
Yes. And then look at them.
The best picture I loved was, and we posted it as a happy anniversary card picture.
Yes.
It was so iconic. It was just like It was like Cinderella, I swear.
Yes.
It was the prince walking the princess out, and he was looking over to her, and the silhouette that it created
Yes.
of
Beautiful.
her in the white gown.
And the flowers in the backdrop.
Yes.
And then the
in
crowd.
the front, yeah.
The love.
The front, yeah.
You could feel the love.
Yes.
You could hear it. Remember when they said, "Will you take
Yes.
this woman?"
And everybody responded and stuff. Those were all the good parts.
Yes, it was
Yes.
great. But when he said, "I will," and everybody was all in the background.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a fun wedding.
Yes. And then
Leaving the church.
the
The,
dress.
the view from the front.
Yes.
We saw the view from the back and leaving. But then when you look in front, that floral arrangement that she put up there has been copied
so many times.
so many times since then.
Literally
it
the
was copied
same
in
year.
autumn flowers, which didn't go too well because there was a wind climate change problem that blew up that York wedding. And then there was
And then another cousin
pink.
did the same thing.
in pink because we had to hide because Nancy Poo was
Two
being
cousins then.
sued.
Nancy Poo and then the Michael of Kent, the racists, their kid,
Yes.
her
Yeah.
daughter, his daughter.
Yeah, but
And then-
I didn't even remember her. I was just
Yes,
remember
but
that.
no, they stole the whole flower.
Yes,
thing.
but that's okay.
She set the trend.
She set the trend.
Exactly.
That was so beautiful.
But look at the veil.
I know.
I don't think people appreciate, and then the detailing on the dress.
Yes.
Did you notice there's no seam?
Right. There's 3. I think they said it's only like 3.
3?
Yes.
Well, it's like, where?
Yes.
Like magical seams.
Exactly. And we went to see the dress, but it wasn't going to be displayed when we were there,
They
so we had
moved
to
it
go
to
back.
Scotland.
Yes.
But it's okay.
Yes.
But our favorite photos.
Yes.
These-
This is just
these
2 of
are
our
just-
favorites. You know,
Look,
one.
the whole wedding was just a movie.
My whole favorite.
Yes,
So
yes.
you have to pick and choose. You know, you can't pick all of them.
I know, because I want to click all. But the one where the photographer won an award,
Yeah, it's a Japanese photographer. I don't know his name.
Yui Mok.
Yeah, and he took it. He was on top of something, a scaffolding, and he just leaned over and he got it. They call it the Princess Diana's view. You know, they were sitting in the carriage and you could just see their heads, from down,
And their
sitting in the
hands
carriage.
holding each other.
Holding each other, yes. It
And
was
then
just,
you could even see the tailoring on Harry's uniform and his gloves, and then
Right.
Meghan's veil, and the way the tufted,
it was beautiful.
Yes.
And then the other one,
it's them walking out. This is straight Disney.
Exactly.
Disney wishes.
they could do this.
Actually, I think they did.
They did, but it didn't look right. this looked better. It's like,
Well,
There
it
was-
was nice though about
Uh-huh.
this is that each one of those servicemen standing there,
they're real servicemen. Yeah.
the real
In
servicemen
their dress garb, lining the stairs.
who have all served with Harry.
Exactly.
Yes.
As opposed to the guy with the big black hats.
Oh, you mean the other guards? The
Yeah.
Queen's guards?
Yeah.
yeah.
That they've used for other weddings. But this was exceptional.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the fairy tale just keeps going.
Yes.
It kept going.
It was like Pride and Prejudice.
Yes! Yes, but at the end, but we don't get to see the full carriage ride.
Yeah.
This time we got to see the full carriage ride.
With them kissing in the carriage and then leaving to go around Windsor.
Oh my gosh, and then the
And
crowd.
that place was so packed. We had the corner.
Yes,
It was packed.
packed.
All of those people.
And
then
the
you had-
scale of this photo doesn't tell you how
how
packed,
packed
it really
it was.
is.
Yes.
It's
And-
pretty tight.
Exactly. And all the people hanging out of windows.
And that looks like about 10 people deep, if that. There's probably more.
There's more.
Yeah.
Much more because the road, they actually onto the street. They left the pavement
Mm-hmm.
onto the street. And that's the hotel that we stayed at.
Yep.
This next time we went back.
And then, okay, the long walk.
Exactly.
Well, for one, it's a long ass walk.
Exactly.
It is.
We had to cut it short several times
cut
when we
it
sit down.
halfway.
And we need to rest. We gotta rest. We gotta recover, recoup.
We gotta recoup.
Why did we buy a picnic basket and pretend we were picnicking along the walk? I don't know what we were thinking. Oh, we did a long walk.
Oh, we can do it. We can do it. We're in shape.
No,
No.
we're not in shape.
But it was just amazing to see the crowd there.
Right.
And like the photos from.
And the amount of security.
Yes.
Guys with real guns and really sharp things that could
And
hurt
women.
you.
Women
Yes.
were ready to take some people out.
Yeah, in
Yes.
front of the fences. It
Yes.
was and then people were still set back, and all these people, and people were running up and down as they were
coming down
exactly
the lane there, and it was just amazing.
Out they would go, and it's sort of a undulating road, so you kind of go up and then you go down, go up and all the way up to the castle.
But then there's a point where they cut us off, and then it goes up
into
the
exactly
castle.
Exactly.
So it's beautiful just the whole time,
Right.
and the excitement, and then the energy, and then everybody was just, I don't know, it felt like everybody was just happy,
Right.
and it was contagious.
Contagious, yes.
And it didn't feel like,
Yes, I don't think there were any derangers out there. If there were, there might have been some. Just the photographers and the news people.
I think it's before the syndrome.
Yeah, before that. But no, there was a lot of stuff going on before. So I don't know if there was some derangers. There might have been.
But
right.
we muffled them out.
Yeah, and the people in Windsor, they were just happy to have people there.
Oh my God,
it's like
they loved it.
They were making money.
Exactly, hand over fist.
Exactly.
But like, have another wedding. Yes.
Exactly.
Babies, bring the babies.
But they cut us off where they cut everybody else off here too, is when they went through that gate.
Correct.
Yes.
So then, so not only
did anybody see The Bronx Tale? You saw it, right? It was a movie we watched a long time ago.
Well, wait, right. So after the reception, they had after the wedding, they go back in the carriage. Then they had the reception with their guests who made it to the first round of reception, and then there was a later reception, the evening, and we were all waiting for them to come out and go off to that section, And I think Prince Harry channeled his inner James Bond.
Oh, big time.
And the way they came out.
Yes.
And then to your point, the movie A Bronx Tale.
Yes.
So give him some reference about the movie.
Well, A Bronx Tale was this movie about, it's in New York, of course, it's the Bronx, and where they used to have people of different races and different cultures living in different sections, but there was always a line, like a street, where to the right of the street might be all Italian. To the left of the street, it might be
all African
Americans, and then on the other one, it might be
all
Irish
Polish
or something.
Irish. Yes. Yeah.
It was kind of stupid. But if you drove down the street and you drove through the Italian section, they'd be looking at you like, what you coming through the Italian section for? If you're going through the black section, like, what are you doing here?
Exactly.
But anyway, so
the main character is this boy who was always looked up to one of the guys.
Mafia guys. The mafia guys.
So he lived in the Italian neighborhood.
And he was telling him how to, he said, I have this girl I'm dating. He's like, is she nice? Yeah. So he says, there's this test that you have to do. Stupidest thing.
But he's like, what test, Sonny?
He's like, okay. What you do is, when you go pick her up, you open the car door lock all the doors. You leave her car door. You pick her up, you open the car door for her, and you let her in.
Okay.
And then you walk around back and you scoot down and you look to see what she's doing. If she's just sitting there and she ain't try to reach over and open the door for you, dump her.
But Sonny,
dump her. Just leave her. Don't even... Just dump her. Okay.
He's like, okay, Sonny.
But if she reaches over and she pulls that lock up to let you in, she's a keeper. You keep her. And people, when Prince Harry walked out, he opened the door for Meghan. Meghan got in, and Meghan turned right around. She didn't even need the cue.
No,
and
she just
reached
automatically
over.
opened.
She looked for reached over just like in the movie to open the door for Prince Harry. And everybody was screaming. They were like, and we were online, they were like, she passed the test. She passed the door test. So she's a keeper. If she had just sat there, we're like, oh no.
Exactly.
She's selfish or whatever.
But no, she opened the door. It was awesome.
It was awesome. So
that's just like a Bronx Tale.
Just like a Bronx Tale.
Yes. Yeah. So now, oh my goodness. You want to talk about a Bronx Tale and some love.
Exactly.
Not even that. We talked about the love. Now we get to talk about the polo.
Harry and Meghan has not disappointed.
No.
Oh my
God.
First
of all, she was killing it with the different outfits of shorts. She kicked off the summer right with the white blazer and the black shorts.
Exactly.
Then the all white. Then the all blue. I mean,
she's just been showing legs and everything. She's just been Sexy Megan at Polo.
I'm liking Polo, Megan.
And Megan came out in, what do they call them now? Is it squats?
I thought they were culottes. I thought they were culottes.
That's an old-fashioned name for those things.
But that's because they look like that.
Oh, yeah, it's a skirt. That's a short.
Is it a skirt or is it a short? Is it a skirt? No, it's not a skirt. But no, they were beautiful.
Right. And Megan wore that with, of course, you all know that black and white polka dot, and the hat and the sunglasses. And I don't know. I have to try really hard to take a good picture. Everything has to be right. Then it still doesn't look up. And Megan try.
Any direction she's looking, damn.
Every picture.
Even
the one with the hat.
where she's trying to hold it in between the hair.
Yeah,
and
the
guys.
shadow
Yes.
of the hat.
Oh,
the pattern on her face.
Yes.
Makes a beautiful picture.
It does.
It's like, and it was just so beautiful. And then people will say, and I even said, oh, she kind of reminds me of Pretty Woman because of the polka dots. You know?
Yes, and
right.
I think you had tweeted something to that effect.
Yeah.
Or actually,
a lot of people would tweet to that
said
effect.
it too.
And then you said Audrey Hepburn, and I hadn't seen anything about that until later, and I Googled Audrey Hepburn. And
Well, it was funny that people didn't even remember that for Julia Roberts.
Yes.
I was like, I remember that
They
for
were
Pretty
like,
Woman.
exactly. And people were
Yeah.
like, oh, let me go watch that movie.
So she pulled the best of both.
Yes, because Julia Roberts wore skirts.
The short
skirts.
And then the black polka dot was Audrey Hepburn.
Right.
Yes. So
Audrey had a black polka dot dress and
Right.
the same shape hat.
Yes.
And the big sunglasses.
Sunglasses, yep.
And but Julia Roberts also wore polka dot and the skirts. But
Yes.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so the combination of the two is now Megan's look, and
Yeah,
it's
it's just
beautiful.
a style. This is Megan's look, and she just put it together.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
her friend, her bestie, it looks like this is Abigail from her wedding.
Right. And people try to say Abigail was channeling cosplay.
Don't-
Yeah. But she's not. We all know that.
We all know that. And plus, other people at the event were also wearing polka dot. I don't know if you noticed in
Yes.
the photo in the middle.
In the back, yeah.
Look at the lady in the back. She's
Same
wearing a
black and-
onesie.
I wonder if that was the theme
I think it's so.
the the
black and
ladies.
white.
Black and white polka dots. And they all went with polka dots.
Yes.
But yeah.
But like you said, this woman can't stop
Yes.
cosplaying to save her life.
and the Rangers need to stop.
Oh yeah. Did I mention the tea time section? We're in
Yeah.
the tea time section.
Abigail Spencer wore this dress, polka dot dress, at Megan's wedding. And ever since then, there have been a lot of dresses that people wore, the guests wore at Megan's wedding, that people have copied. I mean, there have been some stunning, beautiful ones.
Which is great.
Which
I
is
mean,
great.
fashion is meant to be worn by all.
Exactly. And if you see something, and these are icons, wearing some of these dresses. And I remember the Spencer, Harry's cousin.
Yes.
She wore a green dress with a floral.
Yes, Diana's niece.
Yes. If I had a wedding to go to, I would put something like that.
Oh,
on.
yes,
It was
beautiful.
There were different things. I would never wear the one that looked like the iced tea company. But let's move on. I forgot the name of the iced tea company. But Abigail Spencer had this beautiful dress on with polka dots. And after that, people here in America, we had several TV hosts and
actresses,
TV actresses wearing some
Model.
of them models. Some of them changed it around a little bit. Maybe wore it without the belt. Some of them just
Shortened
wore it
it.
with the belt. Some of them shortened it. And we also noticed that the UK cosplay queen also ran up and bought that dress. But who wore it first? Abigail Spencer wore it first.
Yes.
Right.
And guess who never wore that?
Megan.
Exactly.
And then with the black and white, just one thing, with the black and white, I know cosplay had a black and white dress, but it looks nothing the way of Abigail's black and white dress.
No.
And you know who wore that first before all of them? Audrey Hepburn.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So if you want to
with the
talk
black
about,
icons. And guess what neither of their dresses have? I don't think they have buttons. At least I don't see it. They didn't have buttons on the shoulders.
she went
Yeah, I went there.
No buttons.
Right.
Oh, thank goodness. But can we just talk about Prince Harry
Prince
being
just being Harry.
yes.
Yeah, he has his moments, doesn't he? He's a funny man.
Yes, he is.
And this is where there was some videos online with Prince Harry, and I saw this from the Archwell group, and they posted a video where Meghan comes up, and she goes to present the awards, these little boxes that they give the polo players. I don't know what's in it, but so she went up and. Because
she's presenting the awards.
Yes, because both her and Harry hosted the event.
Right.
So she went up and she gives it to the first guy, and the guy took his hat off very gentlemanly, and he leaned over and gave a kiss on one cheek. And there's a gap between Prince Harry and Nacho.
Right.
And that's Ignatius Figueroa.
Yes. And his daughter.
We just say Nacho.
Yes.
And there was a gap, and then when dude went for the second kiss, the gap closed. Prince Harry stepped up and he went, hey. And I just knew in his head, it was like, I thought we all agreed there was going to be one kiss.
One kiss, guys. We're in the U.S. We only do one kiss.
What's this two kiss stuff?
You save that for Argentina. Not right here.
It was funny as heck. And then she actually went down the line and kissed everyone.
And gave them the reward.
Both kisses. And
yes.
She engaged with
Nacho's daughter.
Nacho's daughter. And then she kissed Prince Harry and left him in that red lipstick. She marked her man.
Oh, yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Exactly. She has been marking her man all the way.
Exactly.
Because love is the only way.
Exactly. And she had to take a little bit of that off.
Uh-huh. But we are so happy for them.
And just as going back a little bit of tea time, the people in England need to chill.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you said she's the, what they call them? Irrelevant people?
Clearly not.
Stop talking about them.
Clearly not. Yeah. Because they're always in their paper.
Right. Exactly. And Elle Magazine, I'm going to call out Elle Magazine. Elle Magazine have the nerve to say Meghan Prince, the Duchess of Sussex, French kissed Prince Harry.
Wow, that was the fastest French kiss.
That was I've ever seen. And for them to do that, it wasn't even reaching. It was just nasty low. It was the lowest.
It's a low blow.
It was the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
That's why Elle Magazine is on our list, and I never clicked on anything. Even if they say anything good about Prince Harry and Meghan, I don't. And it's just like people are nasty too. The online people think they do some really.
I know, but they all noticed they were all capitalizing at the beginning, well wishers and stuff.
Oh yeah,
happy anniversary.
I still didn't click on it. Yeah. And also when they were at Victor's Games.
Oh yes.
And they Hoda, big old grin, did that thing, that interview. I didn't even buy that magazine. I know I should have, because it had the interview, but I didn't. I didn't want to give them my money because
you can't stand Coke.
And
the whole magazine as a whole.
Yeah, the magazine as a whole.
And it's tilted. It's almost like becoming like a UK tabloid.
Exactly.
Well, no, it's actually our version of our tabloid. It's our tabloid.
No, it's not. Was never that bad.
It's getting bad.
It's getting bad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm not going to support you. No, I can't afford the paper magazine.
Oh, but it's funny to look back and just see. They're still doing the same things
that they've always done.
Exactly. And it's funny, they're now doing it in the U.S.
Right.
And playing polo. They were playing polo
back
in the U.K.
Exactly. And it was
raising
never
money for events and charities.
Right. And this was, and Meghan, remember when she was with Serena and Alexa?
Yes.
Alexis, they were all out there by
with
the car.
Archie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. And
wait, was that with Archie?
No,
was
that
the
was
year
before.
That was before. Okay.
And it's like,
so that's what Serena now.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's way before. Yeah. We thought we'd miss out on, or seeing them in public doing these things, but we have not missed a thing.
No. And can we talk about how
Prince
Harry plays polo?
Exactly. Prince Harry is a stud.
Yes. Yeah. And Meghan, she found.
Yes.
You go, girl.
Yes. Yeah, he's the better. He's more. Not just say he's a better player than the other brother. And he's very. He's what you say? He doesn't play defense like, oh, I'm defending my little post. He's out there like, yeah, I'm gonna get that ball and I'm gonna.
Oh no, Harry will knock you off your horse.
Yeah,
if you ain't paying attention.
He's a very offensive player,
Yes.
and he looks good.
Yes.
Looks good.
Yes, and I'm so glad. Not only is she marking her man, but he is always looking out for his woman.
Exactly.
There's a photo of Meghan walking off with her friend, and Harry happens to be behind and talking with some other people. But there's the photo, the way they captured it. He's still looking at her.
Where is Meghan?
Yes.
Who's following? Yeah, he has to.
Yes.
Because he knows that there's some crazy deranged people out there.
Yeah, but he got his eye on his
It's
woman.
like, yeah, exactly.
So we wanted to end this with something positive,
Right.
and in remembrance to them as a prayer.
Yeah, and this is what they prayed. They said in the church actually, because there's so much negative, even around their activities around the polo playing, their activities around charity. Everything is negative.
Yes, and even for people to go on these charities' websites and tweets,
Yeah.
and to be negative on them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, people back off, you know. And the prayer says, God of love. Go ahead.
Send your blessing upon Harry and Meghan, and also who are joined in marriage, that rejoicing in your will and continuing under your protection, they may both live and grow in your love all their days. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Yeah. And that's what's happening. Every blessing, and that's what we noticed, every blessing that they gave to Harry and Meghan during the ceremony. I mean, one that I was like, really, dude, did you have to go there? Remember when you talked about sex? What,
Because that's what it says.
yes, he says marriage is for the procreation of children or something like that. No, but I think he said some other words that
He added some extra flavor.
no, I was like, really, dude? No, you're not supposed to. Then those Americans not accustomed to that. You sound like a cult. Stop monitoring.
Because he's
her
actually
womb.
reading the
I know he was, but I was like, you saw a couple of people on Megan's side of the aisle, just their neck just snapped up, like
say what?
I knew what they were thinking.
Yeah.
But he blessed them. He wanted them to have children, and then they would live happily to see their children grow.
Yes.
And that they would grow old together and prosper.
He was just so, I've never seen a pastor or bishop, archbishop,
Yes.
so joyful.
Yes.
In a moment too. He was beaming.
He was very joyful for them. And I believe every word he said.
Yes.
And that's why it's all coming through. In spite of the fact that they were surrounded, mostly on one side, and then on the other side, I think there were cousins on Megan's side towards the back. Mm-hmm. They
were blocked off by the choir, so it's okay.
They were all,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, they were all had other agendas.
Yes.
They really it's like, she's not one of us. We're going to get rid of her. I like this wedding. I want this for myself.
Correct.
You know, Prince Charles better pay for this for my daughter, or
right.
Exactly.
You got to do this for me, or I want this for my
exactly. Yeah. And where they're gonna live, and he better. It's not gonna last because we're gonna drive her out of England.
Exactly.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. We're gonna monitor. So they had all these plans.
I know, which is sickening.
Diabolical plans that they executed and we saw the ramifications when karma came back and smacked them upside the head. And we saw the other brother exposing her letter, giving it to in the appeals section, giving it to the newspaper.
Exactly.
We saw
and had his own team on his staff go and support
exactly
said paper that she was filed a claim against.
Right. Jason Knopf. And that was the same person who was also assigned to work with them for a while.
Right.
But, it's like that blessing and other blessings, I think it's like put a bubble around Harry and Meghan, all the people that love them.
Yes.
And all the people that support them.
All of the organizations
organizations that were there
yes.
that Harry and Meghan supported. Yes. And they weren't just like random charities.
Nope.
These were charities that they picked.
Correct.
And they came, and people from Santa Bali and different things like that. There was a lot of good and a lot of blessing. People really wishing well for this couple versus the haters.
And thank God the love outdid the hate.
I don't know if you call them the haters or what you call them, but It's someone says the UK royal family, they're Germans, they're
Yes.
they don't have class. They have money, but
We're
the
not
class
saying all Germans don't have class. What we're saying is this particular family of German descent, no
none.
class.
None
Yes.
whatsoever. They
Yes.
have money, but they're rather, what do you call it? Except for Prince Harry. I'm not even going to go there, but
Yes.
I forget what the tweet said.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were like, since they're getting ready for Jubilee and stuff like that, and they know Prince Harry and Meghan's coming, and they know they're going to be popular, they're at it again. But we know that
talk about that added.
Yes.
What are they adding?
they...
Some food.
Yeah, they were like, no walkabouts,
Right.
no random walkabouts, and no walkabouts with your kids around any of the venues where stuff is happening, because that would draw a crowd and draw attention from the Jubilee. So that's telling you something. Harry and Meghan, they're not going to those events.
Right.
Yeah. If they were going to those events, nobody would be saying that. William wouldn't be saying that.
Correct.
I'm saying it's him. I'm sorry. Come from UK police,
You mean, do not come for us.
Exactly. They don't know where we live.
No.
They can't figure
Please
it out.
do source this.
Yeah, we were just saying that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
but
saying-
no.
But
Baltimore that's him projecting.
Yeah, that's it projected.
And also trying to get ahead of the story.
Exactly.
Yes, because Harry ain't trying to do all that mess.
Yeah.
I'm not working.
Like we said the
I
last
got my
time.
own jobs. I got 5 jobs.
Exactly. I got Polo to play.
My boys got 2.
Yes.
Megan's got 6. What are you talking about? No, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
Actually, no, Megan
I
has
gotta
3.
go back and
3.
write my
She got
book
3.
and talk about your dumb ass. I gotta
add a chapter. An addendum.
Exactly.
An afterword.
Exactly. I'm gonna be nice.
Yes.
But don't mess with me. Don't push me too hard.
No, add the deleted draft. Add the back.
Yeah. You know those things I crossed-eyed?
Yeah.
I really didn't cross them out. I just put tape over them, pull the tape up and expose it. Undo. Yes. The book is probably like several thousand pages.
I know.
And then there's sections
Okay,
where
what
should I
version?
work it for part 2 for
Part 2. You think it's gonna be a series?
I think it should be a trilogy. Part 1, my younger years being tormented by this jerk who I thought we were going to school together, and my brother I have an older brother, he's going to look after me, but all you did was ignore me.
Oh, I remember that interview.
So, the book is going to be fire, and it should be real.
It should be real.
Yes.
And I want to hear all the juicy tidbits.
Exactly.
We need to have a beautiful tea.
Yes.
When that book comes out.
I'm waiting for it. I want to have. Remember,
We're going to have a book club.
Yeah. So, but they're acting up again. So it's like, I don't know how they survived, and
But I'm glad they did.
But they did,
And
they're thriving. They're not just surviving. They were surviving in UK.
You know what
they're
I was
thriving over here. Yeah.
Well, what I'm really happy about, and some other squaddies have mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad nobody said yes to the half in and half out.
Yeah.
So glad.
Yes.
And I'm like, as soon as they said nope, we're like, yes,
exactly.
get away, run.
At that time, I was like, no, why wouldn't they do that? You know, where would they go? You know, I wasn't sure. So,
well, I'm glad to find out, they had some good friends, and what's his name?
They had some hookup. They had the hookup.
Yeah. Some billionaire hookups.
Yeah. A lot of them. But anyway. So when they go back, it's like they are living their best life. They are not even paying attention to Pretty Boy with his slippers. the plain embossed slippers. Yeah. Nobody's paying attention to that. It's like nobody's paying attention to
the
Skeletor. No. Somebody called it that. I was like, I gotta use it, please. Give me a reason. Oh gosh. You gotta admit. Come on.
no, that was good.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Because someone was saying something shifted. It's like
they're targeting her to get her exit. He set up her exit.
Oh really? No, I just know when you're going upstairs, she was smiling, right? And then it looked like she had a bum. And
Okay,
then
at
when
one
she,
angle.
yeah, and then when she stepped up, it was gone. And somebody said, "What happened?" It was
Skeletor.
so someone's that's where it came from. Someone's like, "What happened?" It was a padded dress. Maybe you shouldn't wear a padded dress. You should wear padded panties. 'Cause
Yes.
even if your
If you
dress
shift,
twist,
at least the padded section will stay.
stays.
Yes.
So yeah, and poor Tom Cruise in his little, he didn't know what to do. Should I kidnap her and make her join Scientology?
She might be better off.
Yeah.
I mean, she fits right into the scope.
Oh God!
But anyway,
But that's a cult.
another
That's going
topic.
one cult from one cult to the
another.
next.
Well, I'm just thinking where she could thrive. Oh, sorry. Anyway, pray for us, y'all.
But yeah, so that love is
Yes.
covering them, and we want that love to cover them, which is June the 4th. So we got some time. He still has some time.
Oh
to
no, we
chill
will be
out.
ready. We'll be ready for that.
Yeah.
Because that episode is gonna be.
Yes.
But anyway, yes.
Thanks for listening. Please support our channel and subscribe.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.